You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound. A dimension of sight. A dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You've just crossed over into the Twilight Zone.
We're back in Hawaii. It's Halloween. You already know it. Episode 3 of Shirts Off with Stephen Branch.
Coming at you live. Well, right now it's live, but later it won't be. But right now we're live.
From Hawaii on Halloween 2018. So what are you going as for Halloween tonight?
Well, Halloween falls on Wednesday, which is today. So I'm going as the iconic It's Wednesday, my dudes guy, in the Spider-Man costume from the iconic Vine. It is Wednesday, my dudes. That guy.
Where is this costume? Because I have not seen it.
Well, see, I've been growing out my mustache for about a month. So it gets, it's pretty dirty.
That has nothing to do with the costume. Where's
the guy has a mustache.
Yeah, I know, but where's the Halloween costume?
Oh, they're downstairs. They're in the mail. I gotta pick that up after this. But yeah, we got time. But yeah, and I gotta go to Walmart and get some kids goggles because he wears goggles.
You don't have
kids goggles?
Well, I thought you always bring your goggles.
I have goggles, but not kids goggles. You know the cheesy ones that are like green and like super shitty, and they just make you look like you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. What about you? What about you, my man?
I'm going as Wario, everyone's least favorite Mario Nintendo character.
Wario, everybody's least favorite Mario.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. He's my least favorite Mario character too. Like I only go as him because it fits my persona and my character. As Steve Workman.
What's your persona? And your
just being a dumbass.
Oh, so Mario is a dumbass.
He does have a gold mine though. Mario's gold mine. So he's also friends with some tall, skinny guy named Waluigi. So life's good. It's gonna be a fun Halloween. The Wario costume was out and about on Saturday. It did me well.
Are the goals gonna be met today that we mentioned at the end of the last podcast?
Oh, probably not. But it's always up in the air. It's always up in the air.
Tall girl, suffocate you. Normal goals.
Especially on Halloween.
Spooky, yeah. Yeah, girl, spooky choke you with her vagina.
And we're moving on to the Twilight Zone reboot. I don't know if you heard, but the intro to this week's episode was the Twilight Zone theme song from back in the 60s and 70s.
Yep.
And now it's 2018, and they're rebooting it.
Twilight Zone's getting a reboot by Jordan Peele, co-star of Key and Peele, also directed Get Out, that movie about...
And wrote. And produced.
Did he really write it too?
Yeah, he's a legend.
Damn.
And he's a co-producer and co-writer of our favorite show, Big Mouth. Jinx, you owe me a kiss on the lips.
You're not going anywhere, Brandon. Yeah, so...
talk about the Twilight Zone reboot.
That's gonna get rebooted. That guy, he's creative. He wrote a lot of sketches on Key and Peele, and if you haven't seen that show, you gotta go watch it because there are some creative ass fucking things. So, and if he wrote Get Out, I mean that was a crazy idea. Like if you thought of that, like the brain transplants and everything to basically make black people slaves again, or input your body into theirs. It's crazy. And it's pretty creepy. It wasn't scary, but it was it was a thriller.
What
it was
if
a creepy thriller.
What if I told you I still have not seen that movie yet?
Oh really? But you know that he's written and directed.
I know he's written, directed, and produced.
Okay, yeah. So fuck you.
Yeah.
But so that's getting rebooted. He's gonna be real creative with that. That's gonna be awesome. I used to watch Twilight Zone a lot, so it's for all you hypebeast hipsters out there and whatever, it's basically the Black Mirror before Black Mirror. And also, Black Mirror is pretty shitty. Like, most of the episodes are pretty shitty. There's only a few, like, really good ones. And they're pretty fucked up, too. But Twilight Zone, it's like that, but better in, quality. But, okay, moving on. Steve, we got another food for you this week. Okay, I had an idea about food, but, recently, October 29th, this has made its return to McDonald's, so I postponed that food that will remain unnamed until the next podcast, and we're gonna go ahead and Steve, tell them what you got there.
I have in my hand a McRib.
The McRib. It is back at McDonald's, second year in a row. They usually do every other year, but this time they decided to go 2 years in a row. Came back October 29th, 2 days ago. They are back and ready to party. And ready to fuck up.
You know why I think they brought it back this year instead of not next year? Well, they might still bring it back next year. Boy, they did not skip a year.
Why?
Because they saw some dumbass kid in Bloomington, Indiana last year get 33 McRibs in 8 days. Yes, it was Branch.
It was. It was a rough point in my life. It was also one of the greatest moments of my life.
8 days, 33 McRibs.
4 a day for 8 days, and then 5 on the first day.
I would just like to make it clear that is $80 plus tax, so it was 5 for 2.
It wasn't even about the money. It was about pushing myself to the limits.
So it was probably around $90. And tell them what you got out of that negative $90 and 33 McRibs stuffed down your stomach. What'd you get?
Well, see, it all started with me trying to push myself to the limit. But the reward at the end of the tunnel was Steve owed me a pizza. And needless to say, I got that pizza.
He did. He earned it.
And I ate that shit.
He earned it. But, back to the point. I have never had a McRib.
Sad.
Very
sad.
Despicable. I like ribs, but I've never had a McRib before.
McRibs.
So I'm excited for this. I'm definitely going to like it, without a doubt. So here we go. Steve tries the McRib. Shirts off with Steve Branch, episode 3.
We got so McRib consists of a sesame seed-like bun. It's more of a roll, and you got a slab of McRib, and then you have lathered in barbecue sauce, signature McDonald's barbecue sauce, some chopped onions on it, and 2 pickles as well. But Steve doesn't like pickles, so he took them off.
You say that's a loophole, but I'm never going to eat pickles on anything, so...
yeah, no, that's fine.
Suck my dick.
Okay, yep.
All right. For review.
Steve's about 4 by 10.
It's review. I obviously like the McRib. It's very good. But my main question is, how the fuck did you eat 33 of these in 8 days?
Well, it was just about pure determination. And also, I really like them. I really like them, and I shouldn't like them as much as I do, but I do.
And I mean, like, they're good, but...
They are good, but for me, they're amazing. I fucking love them. But I would eat 2, and, those were good. And then I would have 2 left. Like, I could plow through 2 pretty quickly. And then I'd be kind of full, and I wouldn't want to eat another McRib for the rest of the day. So every day, it was like, the first part of the day, glorious. 2 McRibs, scrum-diddly-umptious. And the second part of the day was like... ooh, wee. Don't like that. But, they were good, and I got a bunch of sweet tea and powered through. And, here we are, still alive, still breathing. No diabetes, type 1 or type 2. Not yet.
Damn.
Maybe someday I'll be able to achieve that accolade.
So this is pretty good. But I'm surprised. Did you did gain weight from that, right? I
would assume so, yeah.
I would assume so.
It wasn't a lot, if any, because I don't know. My metabolism is just through the roof.
I know it's unfair.
But
you're on X Games.
If anything, he's on X Games. Or if anything, I think I just lost muscle mass. Didn't gain weight, but just turned my skin into flab and my fucking muscle into mush.
This is good and all, but Nothing that good.
Whoa. Okay, yeah. Let's change the subject because it's getting hot in here.
All right.
You're talking shit about McRib right now on fucking Halloween? Now that's scary.
Okay.
But you know what's scarier? So, last week, you guys know, we did top 3 and 1.
We introduced you to the top 3 and 1.
Yeah, top 3 and 1. Some people do top 5, some people do top 3, some people do top 10. We got the top 3 and 1, okay? Plus the foul. Give me that free throw.
And 1.
And 1.
And 1.
So, this week we got top 3 and 1 things that scare us. And so I'm thinking we go full list and then full list. Last week we kind of did 3-3, 2-2, 1-1.
You go first.
You want me to say my list first?
I'm still finishing this McRib.
True. Okay, so I'll start off my top 3 and 1 things that scare me. So my bubble thing is anything Final Destination-esque. So if you ever seen the Final Destination movies, they'll scare the living fucking hell out of you. Acupuncture? No way. Never doing that. Driving behind a truck full of logs? Miss me with that shit, boy. And, like, just shit that, like, roller coasters, I love roller coasters, so I still go on those all the time. But, like, shit like that where it's, like, in Final Destination, like, crazy things happening, that shit scares me. Because then it makes me paranoid about, like, normal things happening in my daily life that could kill me at any moment. But moving on from that, number 3, hobos. Homeless people. Really? I feel for them. I really do. I feel bad, and, like, you want to help them, but they scare the living shit out of me, man. You see a fucking crackhead walking down the street, and I don't say crackhead, like, in a fucking offensive way. Like, you know when somebody's on crack or meth, especially in Bloomington. Like, back home, like, near D.C. and everything, you know when people are on crack. And, like, they could be, like, minding their own business, and you're minding your own business, and that's usually the case. But needless to say, there's always that risk, of something could just click in their crackhead minds and they could just fucking pounce on you and eat your face off like that guy on PCP in fucking Florida about 5 years back.
Those were
bath salts, that's what it was. PCP makes you go crazy too. But yeah, hobos. Also, it's just like usually I'll give water to hobos, cause I always have water in my cars and stuff. But never money, because they'll just buy crack, and then then they'll scare the living shit out of me. Crackheads, it's fucking homeless people. It's just I don't fuck with them. We're not homies.
Odd. Okay.
Number 2, the dark. Now,
wait,
the dark. It scares the fucking shit out of me. And I'll tell you why. No. It's not really the darkness that scares me. It's the unknown in the darkness. Because, so I have a closet in my room, and if all my lights are off at night, I can see pretty much all of my room because I have a couple windows, and, you get the moonlight or whatever, kind of shining. But then the closet is literally pitch black. So I have to turn my light on because I don't know what the fuck's hiding in there. You could have just, you ever see those movies where somebody's just, standing in the corner, and they never pop out, but they're just standing there watching you? That shit scares the fuck out of me.
Halloween's kind of like
that, but he ends up chasing you, and he kills you if he sees you, if he catches you.
Yeah, but
I'm talking about fucking demons haunting a fucking house, and it's they just kind of watch you. I'm the dark. I don't fuck with the dark, okay? Number 1. This is literally the scariest thing in the world. I don't care what anybody else says. I don't care what anybody else does. This is the scariest thing, and it's dolls. Okay? You ever see Annabelle? Scary as fuck. Creepy ass looking doll. Little girls might like playing with them and shit, but that shit, oh my gosh. You ever see Goosebumps with Slappy?
Ooh.
Slappy the dummy? Oh, that shit scarred me for life. Also, my sister has this American Girl doll. I don't know if you know what those are, but if you have a sister, it's you get these dolls that look exactly like you, are supposed to, I guess. And It's in my parents' room now because, like, it's creepy as fuck. I hate it, so I put it in my parents' room so it stops staring at me. But I have to go through my parents' room to, like, get to the dog food to feed my dogs. And literally in the morning, I swear, this shit's just sitting in the corner, like, behind the dresser. So I have to, once I turn the corner, it's just staring at me. And I literally look at it, and I flick it off, and I say, fuck you, I'm going to kill you if you fucking try to kill me. And then its eyes literally follow me while I'm walking, like, around the room. And I'm just like, if you fucking move, I will burn you.
You know what's a good idea? To move the doll.
I move it, and it keeps moving itself, okay? It's possessed. It's possessed. But, yeah, dolls are a big thing that scared me. My sister had a lot of dolls. Barbies. You ever see the movie Toy Soldiers when the Barbies and everything come alive? That scared the shit out of me because I was like, even though in reality, like, same with, like, Chucky, in reality, you could literally just, like, throw these things, like, a mile. Like, they're dolls. But in these movies, they make them seem like they will kill you. Like, no matter what, they'll kill you. And so I used to literally just, like, if I saw, like, a Barbie, like, next to me, like, while I'm, like, watching TV and it just fucking magically appears there, take that shit, throw it as fast as I can and as far as I can. But, yeah, so I'm pretty much scarred for life on dolls, as you guys can tell. Like, dolls, even when I'm a dad, if I have a daughter and she has dolls, she can have dolls. I'm just going to be scared as shit, so.
Interesting list for sure.
Yeah.
You got a lot of questions. I feel like you don't have that many answers.
I got some answers.
Later time. All right, so my top 3 and 1 starts out with the bubble being posting Instagram pictures with girls that you've only talked to a few times.
That scares you when you do it, or is this?
I don't do this.
You don't do this, but it scares you when other people do it.
Because it's like, what are you thinking there? What's up with you? Are you gonna ask him to go on like a D8 or something? Like
yeah, like spell it like D and then the
like
number 8. Yeah, that's
just,
weird.
Also,
it's
like
very
cringy.
Like
it creeps me out.
Like a girl you met like in person once, like for the first time, or like from the internet. Both. Okay.
First time, both situations.
Yeah, you can't be posting pictures with girls like that. Maybe after like a while.
I want at least...
Maybe not even at all. Like
I want at least knowing each other for a month solidly.
And, like, hooking up and shit, but...
It's one thing if you post, like, a date party pic, but, like...
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
like,
scary.
Oh, I love this guy.
But that's why it's on the bubble. It
Yeah.
didn't quite crack the top 3, because you know what's number 3? This one's scary, and you'll agree with me. I feel like all the audience will agree with me, too. This one really creeps me out down to my bone, chilling core. Posting Facebook statuses. That scares me.
Like in 2018 or just forever?
2018. Now, right now.
Yeah.
Like, alright, so if you like upload a few photos or whatever, like tag your friend in a post, whatever. Like, that's normal. But don't go out here writing Facebook statuses. Because one, everyone's going to read them because no one posts Facebook statuses anymore. Two, it's usually negative news nowadays. So it's like, did you get, like, knocked up or something? Like,
that's actually so true, though.
Or, like, did your sister get diabetes?
Yeah.
Like, it's never good. And also, like, most people don't, like, if that happened to me, like, put it this way. Let's say my grandma dies. She already died, but whatever. I'm not going to go to Facebook to write about it.
That's true. I always found that kind of whack. Those are the types of people that you can't really trust. Like,
why are you going to social media?
Yeah, it's like you definitely don't know like all of your friends and followers like that personally. It's like,
that's something that if it was like a persona, like a concrete object, and it was like a person or something, and that was in the room right now, I'd go scream over in the corner.
you
that's how much
tuck your tail between your legs.
That's how much it scares and creeps me out. That's for sure. All right, number 2. Some people compare me to Indiana Jones, and there's a reason behind that, and it's really just because I also hate snakes. Don't fuck with them at all. Like, they wiggle real weird. and they're really fast.
They swivel.
They swivel, I guess.
Like a fucking office chair.
It's whack. They're really fast. They'll kill you. So some can squeeze you to death and then they'll eat you. Others will just bite you, give you some venom. Boom, you're dead in like an hour unless you get that shit pulled out, which is a very hard and arduous thing to go through. Not that I would know, but fuck that. You just can't trust them too, like, cause like you can pick them up by the tail and like, oh, we got your tail. Oh, wait a second, their head can touch their tail. It doesn't stop them.
So does your fear stem from personal experience or just from like?
All right, so interesting story. Like as a kid, I had like a few like rubber snakes, like whatever, as like toys or whatever.
Yeah.
No, this geeks. So I'm walking out of my pool, like my neighborhood pool, like when I'm like 4 or 5, and I go by the bike rack and I see this snake. I go, oh my god, it's a rubber snake. So I walk over. No, this bitch is like 6 feet long and like dark black.
And how old are you?
Like 4 or 5.
This is your dumbass on this rubber.
No. My mom thought it was like 2 because it wasn't moving. It was just like there. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna go get it. This bitch was like 6 feet long, but since it's in Northern Virginia, it probably wasn't poisonous or anything. But still, I don't want to get bit by it.
Yeah.
So I walk over there, and I'm literally like as far as we are right now, like 3 feet, and it lifts it like upper body up and like hisses at me, and I shit my pants and ran the fuck away. And then
rubber snake. Let's just go pick up this giant ass fucking rubber snake in the middle of the fucking.
It was whack as shit. So I wouldn't say, like, I also just, like, don't like snakes. Like, you see them on movies and shit.
They're a little creepy. I have a pet snake. I love snakes, but,
No, I could not do that. Alright, but the first thing, the most important thing that scares me and creeps me out is the abyss. And when I say that, I mean the lowest part of the ocean. That shit is whack as fuck.
So this kind of ties into your megalodon thing.
Kind of. It also kind of ties into your unknown thing.
True.
Because, listen, well, one, it's pitch black down there.
Yep.
So imagine this, Branch. This is worse than the dark. You know why? It's pitch black down there, darker than in your room.
Well, pitch black is the dark.
Well, yeah, all right, but pitch black.
Yeah.
But you know there's nothing in your room.
Whoa, all right, we can't be sure, okay? I had an experience last night where I had to turn on the lights.
Okay.
But yeah, essentially, like, if I was not scared of the dark, I would know that there was nothing in my room.
But there's shit in the abyss we don't even know about.
Because there's almost definitely stuff in the abyss.
No, there is.
Oh, there is. Oh.
There's animals that live down there. Sperm whales live down there.
Actually?
Deadass, they can go down there. And according to our favorite movie, The Meg, apparently that's where the megalodons are living.
Yeah.
But
then who knows whatever like.
But you cannot pay me enough money if they're like, hey, we're gonna offer you a lot of money to go down to like the Marianas Trench, the deepest point in the Earth's crust, in the oceans and the Pacific Ocean, and we're gonna pay you enough money. You cannot pay me enough money to go in there because I would go down there in that ship, wouldn't be able to see shit. I'd be like, is something gonna fucking hit me? And just is this where it ends? Is this where I get eaten alive?
Dude, fucking deep ass fight, and then nobody finds you because you're in the abyss.
Well, yeah, exactly. And like that's an awful place to die. Like, let me put it to you this way: we know more things about outer space, which, as far as we know right now, is infinite, than we do about our ocean, which is right now, well, forever, hopefully, just on our Earth.
Just on Earth. Oh wait, once the ocean leaves Earth, we're fucked.
That's what I'm saying. So that's our top 3 and 1 of the week. I feel like that was a successful one. But
welcome to the jungle. You know it. It's back. We're heading right back into the jungle, okay? We're going right in, safari style.
Yep. This week we're talking conspiracy theories.
Yep.
A conspiracy theory I've always been fascinated with was how Hitler actually died. Because, so everyone thinks, like, he and his wife just, like, committed suicide while, like, the Russians were raiding, like, some,
because he's like, oh, we're fucked.
Yeah, like, I don't want to, like, see the end of it. But so that's what people lead you to believe. But there's multiple theories out there, and that he, as well as some of his top Nazi scientists and soldiers and generals, escaped to Argentina. And
this is the conspiracy theory?
Yes.
I've never heard this before. This is interesting.
No. See, what's crazy about it is everyone believes it, or no one believes it, but everyone just leads you think, oh, Hitler died, yada, yada, yada. What they don't tell you, though, is that right now in southern Argentina, in the depths of Argentina, there are villages full of white people of German descent.
Really?
So obviously,
how did they get there?
So obviously some Germans descended there after World War II. Definitely Nazis. The question is, though, did Hitler?
And you're here to say he did.
Well, the body that they found that was supposed to be Hitler's in Germany did not match Hitler's skull.
Ah, so it wasn't him.
Well,
supposedly.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
We're putting 1 + 1 together, and some people are getting 3, but we're getting 2.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. So if you want to look into it, you can watch the show. I forgot what the show is called. You know what?
Was it on Nat Geo or whatever?
Crap. Yeah, wait. I forgot what it's called. It's on History Channel?
Aliens with the guy with the crazy hair?
No, Ancient Aliens. Although that is a great show.
Ancient Aliens is a great show.
That guy is entertaining as fuck.
I could just stare at him for hours with that fucking crazy ass hair. Hunting
Hitler. That's what it's called. It's about this guy, former Navy SEAL and UFC fighter, actually.
That's a stone cold killer.
who goes down to Argentina and tries to he's in this he's in these German villages trying to find Hitler's remnants of how proof Hitler was there.
That's fucking crazy.
Oh, it's crazy, and I believe it because there's definitely German people down there, and the skull thing gets me confused. The skull because everyone's got their own thing.
Yeah, everybody's got their own structure, facial structure, and everything.
So it's weird. Look into it if you want to. But that's our first Into the Jungle of this one. Branch, what do you got?
So conspiracy theory that is actually
proven true.
Yeah, my friends and we concocted this theory about 3 or 4 years ago. I think it was 4 years ago. Well, actually, you know what's scary? Girls pooping. You know what's even scarier? The fact that they don't.
Exactly.
Girls don't poop, and people have known this forever. Girls don't poop. They don't fart. They don't poop. Shitted, farted, hurted, nothing. Okay? But the theory that we came up with, we were on a journey, and we found out through scientific discovery that girls do in fact poop, but it's once every 20 years. And let me tell you this, the poop fills up in their body from their toes. From the day they're born, the poop fills up at their toes, and it just keeps filling up in their body. It's like that South Park episode with Bono, how he's a piece of shit, how he's just, he is a piece of shit, but their poop fills up inside their body from their toes all the way up to their fucking brains. And then when they turn 20 for the first time, they poop. And let me tell you, if you've ever smelled a girl's poop when she turns 20, Lord help you, man. Because that shit's the stinkiest shit I've ever smelled in my life. Okay? Every 20 years, the girl's body fills up with poop, and it all gets released every 20 years. And really, that's it about that conspiracy theory.
I believe you. Because I've never seen a girl walk out of a bathroom smelling bad.
Yep.
I've never seen them in a stall with, fun fact, I've never been in a girl's bathroom.
Oh, wow. Surprising, yeah.
Hey, but do they have them? No. Girls never fart.
Girls don't smell bad when they come out of the bathroom. Yeah. Not that people are we're just sitting outside a bathroom sniffing girls.
But if you want to perform an experiment and test on this, we easily could.
Yeah, and we're not going to though.
The only way to prove that they poop, this wouldn't even prove it, was if you did anal with a girl and then you got shit dick. But even then, you had to go in and like scoop it out.
True. Well, if you did anal with a girl and you got shit dick, they fill up at the toes. So they fill up for 20 years. They fill up with shit. So you're basically digging. You're digging into their shit pile.
So
if you get shit dick.
So if they do anal enough, it'll take 21 years, maybe even 22 years.
Yeah, because you're digging it out. It's like you're trying to get the water out of the boat. You're just scooping it out of the boat. But see, at 20 and 40 and 60 and 80 and 100, all that shit's coming out forcefully.
See, girls not pooping is a perfect explanation for why so many of them have foot fetishes.
Yeah. It is.
It starts in the toes, right?
It starts in the toes.
Ends up here.
Ends up in the brain.
Exactly.
It's
foot
all connected.
Fetishes. It all makes sense now.
Yep. Sucking toes, pooping every 20 years.
I'll take it.
Spooky.
That is spooky. That does get you on the edge of your sheet. Yeah.
Edge of your sheet. That does get you on the edge of your sheets.
But back to the jungle. Here we are. Another conspiracy theory.
Hit them with it.
The Denver airport is eerie place. Very eerie place.
A lot of you have probably heard about this before because Denver airport conspiracy theory is one of the most well-known conspiracy theories ever.
See, it was built in 1993, opened 1994. And the amount of money they put into it was supposed to be, I forgot how much money, I think it was like $100 million, but they ended up spending like $400 million or something like that. Or like $10 million, it was like $60 million. Point is, it was like 4 or 5 times as much as originally supposed to be. But from what you can see,
it's the same layout.
It's the same layout as the original thing. So that means they put in $40 million more or $30 million more on bullshit you can't see in the Denver airport. So the conspiracy theory is that there's like an underground tunnel, city, whatever you want to call it, below the airport.
A whole society.
Which makes sense because Denver is, mile high. But apparently there's like a city below where they have like trains running into like the Rocky Mountains for like the world's best, the world's richest government officials, whatnot, to go hide in the Rocky Mountains in case of like a nuclear war or an apocalypse type thing. And they believe the people behind this are the Freemasons, aka the Illuminati.
Yeah, my mom's dad was a Freemason.
So that means... So what do you know about the Freemasons? Anything?
Dude, no, he literally was not like allowed to talk about it with her.
So your grandpa was a Freemason?
Yeah. He's dead now, but he like my mom's got some whack ass stories from like when she would ask about it and shit. Like that shit's.
What do you do?
Well, I don't have any fucking stories about it because my mom fucking barely tells me about it, but it's fucking creepy. It's real creepy. He used to have like meetings. Like he would go. They lived in Arizona. He'd have to like go to Las Vegas. He would go to like all these places for fucking meetings. And they were just. I saw Freemason in the airport like earlier this summer. It's fucking crazy.
How'd you know?
What?
How'd you know he was a Freemason?
He had a giant fucking jacket on with a fucking Illuminati triangle with the eye in the middle, and it said Freemason.
There's no way that's...
And people have license plates with Freemason. You could actually become a Freemason if you have a family member who's a Freemason. But I think it's like Freemasons' daughters and wives are called something else in the Freemasons, and it's fucking weird. Like that shit, like the Freemasons are like, well, that's for real.
You know that like triangle hammer thing or whatever they have, their like symbol? Mm-hmm. That's on the $1 bill.
Yeah.
That is also whack. What's also whack is why is the Egyptian pyramid on the $1 bill?
Yeah.
No one knows. But back to the Denver airport. So they overspent the budget for this, but also to like protect the Illuminati Freemasons in case of like a nuclear war, fallout, or whatnot. There's murals in the airport about like peace, but also about hate and nuclear warfare. Like there's a Nazi wearing a gas mask. There's a church blowing up on fire, and some like daughter and their mother is holding. They have a mural called "The Children of the World Dream of Peace," but in the background it's a genocide and environmental destruction. Like, why is that just around the airport?
Dude, yeah, no, it's. And also, they built it in, 93?
Yeah, not even, it's 25 years old.
Like, it's not even, like IU, like, they have, like, swastikas that, like, were symbols of peace before the Nazis because it was, like, built, like, fucking long ass time ago.
Yeah. But recently just found out, as of 4 days ago, the Denver airport is starting to embrace the conspiracy theory behind it.
Well, because they have to. It's like if they don't play along, it's like people are just gonna find out. If they're like, oh yeah, conspiracy theory, then people are gonna be like, oh no, it's not real. But
a lot of people know there's a conspiracy theory behind it, but they don't know the conspiracy behind it. The conspiracy theory behind it, because what they're playing, what the Denver airport is doing is playing it off as like there's aliens below them or some dumb shit. Kind of like it's Area 51 is actually the Denver airport. All right, so no, that's just wrong, proven bullshit. They don't want you to get to the bottom of this Freemason nonsense, which is very easily to look up on Google.
Yeah.
So don't play it cool if you ever visit the Denver airport. It's America's like 5th or 6th most like traveled through airport. So like
it's a very nice airport. Have you ever been there?
No, I've never been to Denver.
I had a layover there once. It's really nice. It's huge.
I've never been past Kansas City.
What do you mean past Kansas City?
West.
Is this not past Kansas City? Are we not past Kansas City right now?
No. What the fuck?
Did
you think we were past Kansas City?
Yeah, a little bit. Where's fucking Kansas City at?
Damn, you're dumb. Like 200, 300 miles west.
Westward expansion, you're talking.
Yeah.
Manifest destiny. Let's get it. Come on.
Manifest destiny. That's the goal, to reach Kansas City.
Yeah, no, I'm not very good at geography unless I know where I'm at.
Well, you better know where you're at a lot of the time.
I barely know where I'm at all the time.
You know where we're at right now?
Hawaii.
Nope, we're in the jungle.
Oh, fuck!
Idiot, fucking dumb.
That's a jaguar coming out to fucking kill me right there and there. That's fucking...
All right, but vroom 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 bump bump bumpity bump.
We get the fuck out of here.
We're now officially leaving the jungle.
Peace out, jungle. Fuck you, dolls.
All right, so this week,
Steve, what do we sleep on?
All right, so the first thing we sleep on this week, and I mean this as honest as I can say it, but how easy it is for somebody to drug another person on Halloween.
That's fucked.
It is fucked.
Explain yourself.
So it is fucked, but that's why, and people sleep on it, so that's why we have to talk about it.
That's true.
So obviously, I don't have any children right now. Neither does my co-host.
Not that we know of.
This is true. Not that we know of. Yeah, I guess so. But that's a story for another time. But these kids go out trick or treating. And I guess parents are more aware nowadays.
Oh, you're talking about like kids, dude. I thought you were talking about
No. In general.
Oh, okay.
But we're starting out with the obvious.
Okay, yeah.
Which is trick or treating.
Yeah.
So obviously anybody can throw in like any wrappered candy into a bag and play it off like it's some other candy, but when it's actually like some type of drug. So I know parents are more aware of these type of things nowadays than my parents probably were when I was trick or treating.
Yeah, I think if I got drugged, my parents would be like, "Don't be a pussy about it."
Yeah, but they'd also, like, my parents just let me do my own thing with my candy.
Yeah, exactly.
But, like, parents nowadays probably, like, when you get home from trick-or-treating, are like, all right, let me see all your candy. Won't eat any of it, but I need to like, inspect it.
Do you remember when, like a few years back, it, like, got big that, like, people were putting, like, razors in their fucking candies and shit?
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck do you put a fucking razor in a fucking, like, Twix bar? I guess, like... I feel like it'd just be so obvious that it's there. And then people were making memes about like, oh, look what I got. Look what was in my Halloween candy this year. It's like a handgun with like a Milky Way like split in half. Like the handgun was just on the table. It's like, make sure to check your kid's candy. Everybody's slipping in shit.
What the fuck?
But yeah, like drugging like through candy. Like my brother sent me a link. Like some kid got like meth. He like accidentally took meth.
Yeah. From
trick-or-treating, but it was like trick-or-treating like a day early. And it wasn't from the candy, it was from the fucking vampire teeth that somebody gave him.
I mean, also think about this. How many edibles are candy?
True, a lot.
Yeah, and how many of them taste exactly like the candy in the first place?
A lot of them.
Exactly. But also like drinking. It's like everyone drinks on Halloween.
Yep.
How easy... It's easy in general well, it's just as easy as usually it would be, I guess. But like now, everyone's drinking more. The drinks are usually colored like green or orange.
They're weird and they taste and they
and
bubbles
sometimes
and
it's out of like a big like.
Got like jungle juice, like a big punch bowl.
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah, like a big punch bowl and shit. Like anybody can slip anything in there, especially if it's crushed up.
Yeah.
But like people always sleep on just like how easy that is to do, especially on Halloween.
See, like on normal nights, it's like I guess it's like, easy as well too. But it's like you have your own drink and like it's not really like a big ass party. Like you go to the bars and you get your own drinks and everything. But like Halloween, it's gonna be a shit show. So it's like you never know.
Also, like so everyone knows about Halloween's like, oh, creepy, scary holiday. You might get like attacked or like the movies play it off like you might get attacked by like Michael Myers or like Freddy Krueger or some dumb shit. But everyone knows like that's probably not going to happen. But people are out there who are dumb as fuck and they will do that. And they sleep on that too.
Yeah.
So, that's the first thing we sleep on. Branch, what is the second thing we sleep on?
The second thing we sleep on is how many Tyler Perry movies there are.
Jesus Christ.
And I recently saw a video. Tyler Perry, if you don't know, he's got all the Medea movies and he like dresses up as like Medea. It's Medea. And so he recently said that he's got like 2 more Medea movies coming out, and then he's releasing Medea's funeral, which he actually filmed 2 years ago, he said, and it's been just like put away for 2 years, and he said he's gonna release it after he's killing off Medea to end the series. But this dude's net worth is like $600 million, and hold on, let me pull up a list of how many Medea movies there are.
Well, all right, wait. I'm doing it right now. Well, you can look it up too, but
holy shit,
dude!
You literally have.
He's made a Medea movie every year the last 14 years, except for 3 years.
Yeah, he's got Medea's Neighbors. Why Did I Get Married? Why Did I Get Married 2? Medea's Class Reunion. Medea's Tough Love. Medea Goes to Jail.
Medea's Family Reunion.
Boo 2. Boo. Medea's Scary Movie. A Medea Christmas. Medea's Witness Protection. Like, what the fuck? What I don't understand is who's going to see these movies to make this guy $600 million. A few of the ones in the past I have seen, and they are hilarious. But I couldn't imagine watching 14 of these movies.
Dude, they're very popular in the black culture. Because he's their dude. He's their guy.
See, no, he was like 6 years ago, but he has fallen off the radar, and you barely even see commercials for those movies anymore.
You're right, but they're obviously
making money. I mean, good shit for Tyler Perry. Like, I love that dude, and he plays like 8 characters in every movie, but.
He's got a lot. The thing is, he only started getting into film 14 years ago. Or 13 years ago.
Well, with a name like Tyler Perry, you mean you got to.
Well,
that's also 2005.
He's made so many movies.
Like, he's got a higher net worth than Jay-Z. Just from Medea movies.
Is he actually?
Jay-Z's net worth is like $200 million, I think.
Really?
It's definitely not over $400 million because Beyonce's is higher than.
Yeah.
I think Beyonce's is $400 million. Or is Beyonce's 600?
I think you might be wrong on Jay-Z's net worth.
Why? Is it 400?
Oh no. It's 810. Beyonce's is 355.
No, that's not true. Can't be true.
Alright, well,
either way, he's got higher net worth than Beyonce.
Almost twice as much as Beyonce.
Yeah, Beyonce's been around since the 90s.
Yeah, but he's got 75%. $600 million? Are you fucking kidding me?
$600 million in 13 years from Medea movies.
I don't know why he's killing her off.
He said he just wants to end it.
I mean, yeah.
He said
600
too many movies.
I mean, what's the difference between $600 million and $700 million?
Also, like, at that point, it's like, just stop while you're ahead.
Just invest it.
I think it's also because the past. I think it's because with Boo and Boo 2, he was saying it's like it's just gonna keep going if he keeps going. Like it's literally just gonna spiral into more and more movies, and he doesn't want to do Boo 3 and Boo 4 and everything. Like
this is he did not come out with a Madea movie in 2018, but a Madea family.
I thought Boo 2 came out this year.
No, that was last year.
2017.
Yeah.
Damn.
But Medea's Madea family funeral.
That's
set to release.
Like 2020, right?
It was No, that was actually supposed to come out this year.
Yeah, but he has 2 more movies. He recently said he's got 2 more movies coming out.
He moved the release to March 1st, 2019.
So he's got to release 2 movies.
So this isn't a Madea family funeral is not necessarily.
Oh, it's not Medea's funeral.
It's not for him. Yeah.
But Medea's funeral, it's coming. Medea's dying.
Well,
but we do sleep on that. That's just insane. Yeah. Also, he's got a lot of scary movies, so keeping on the spooky topic.
All right, so we also sleep on all his TV shows, dude.
Oh, he does have good TV. House of Pain. Tyler Perry's House of Pain. I forgot about that.
Meet the Browns, for better or worse.
Tyler Perry's House of Pain was a great show.
House of Pain was the first one. That's where he played Madea in that too.
Yeah, no, that's where the Madea started.
Well, no.
I thought it was.
No. It came after the first few Madea movies.
That's whack.
Because House of Pain is from 2007 to 12. First Madea movie was 2005. And 2006. Whack. But then he has Tyler Perry Meet the Browns, Tyler Perry's For Better or For Worse, The Haves and the Have-Nots, Love Thy Neighbor, If Loving You Is Wrong, Too Close to Home, and The Pain. Okay.
All right, so life lesson. It's not always quality over quantity. Sometimes quantity can make you $600 million in 13 years.
Yeah.
And if you mix the two and you get 13 Madea movies, you're golden.
That is golden. All right. So the third thing we sleep on this week is last Saturday, Branch, who is 21 years old, got turned down from a liquor store.
Been 21 for 2 months.
For using his real ID.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But see, my ID says I turned 21 in September, and it obviously expires like in a couple months. It expires literally tomorrow, November 1st, because you need to get like it's still under 21 license basically, but like it shows I'm 21, or it says that I'm not 21 until whatever date, which was 2 months ago. But this fucking lady at the liquor store was like, yeah, we're not going to sell to you tonight. And I'm like, well, first of all, give me my ID back because I don't want you stealing my driver's license because then I can't get on planes anymore and I got to go home. 2, why? And she was like, it's not real. I'm like, oh my, I was literally about to fucking throw this bitch across the room because I was like, why would I get an ID, a fake ID that says I was 21 3 weeks after school started up until 2 months after that? Why would I get a fake ID for a period of 2 months? It says it expires like tomorrow. Like, I don't know. People are just they got no common sense. Like, if I would have been fine if they were like, you know, it's questionable because we've never seen this ID. And I would have been pissed, but I would have been like, okay, that's fine. Like, I'll just go to the next one down the street. But they're like, it's not real, fuck you. And I'm like, bitch, I just want to get fucked up. And you're not letting me.
Well, this also is not the first time.
First time.
that you've been denied about being 21.
Yep.
Tell them about our little trip to Indianapolis.
Also, okay, so we go to Indianapolis for the Colts game. We're about to go to Kilroy's, if you know Kilroy's. Going to Indianapolis, and we get there, and the guy at the door is like, this isn't real. I got tons of these in the back that I've confiscated. I'm like, go get them because I will compare them and I'll show you that this is fucking real. And then so we got in a big argument. Ended up leaving. We go to a different bar, Brothers, right down the block. Get denied from there too, and they're like, oh yeah, real IDs have a shadow on them. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Like fuck you. It's just a shit show. I've gotten denied more times with my real ID when I'm 21. Granted, I've only been 21 for like 2 months. I've gotten denied more times with that real ID than I had in the past 3 years with my fake. So, yeah, that's saying something. I just gotta get a new ID, I guess.
So,
I'll just start bringing my passport, my birth certificate around.
So 21-year-olds getting denied from Big Red ain't too good for business.
Yeah, not good for business at all. But I applied for a job there, hoping that I will see that lady. Hopefully I will get hired, see that lady on a day of work, and quit on that day, just to show her that I'm 21.
See, you know what geeks though is that you've been to that Big Red many times before.
Yeah, I've bought alcohol from there a lot. We have a friend. One of my former roommates works there. He wasn't there that day, but.
Oh man, that's so funny.
Yeah.
All right. Well, shall we tackle some current events?
Yeah. Let's go for it.
All right. So the first big one is Whitey Bulger died yesterday.
Whitey Bulger did die. That dude was a scary dude.
Yeah, he pretty much ran the Boston mob and crime scene for like 30 years. Notorious murderer, too.
Yeah, he participated in like 7 out of like 12 murders that they tried him for. He was just a bad dude. Have you ever seen the movie with Johnny Depp?
No.
Called Whitey?
No.
Or maybe it's not Whitey. Maybe it's... Oh, Black Mass. Black Mass. That's what it's called.
No.
He plays Whitey Bulger. Great movie. What the fuck do you do all day? Because you rewatch a lot of shit.
Have you seen The Departed?
Yes.
Jack Nicholson's supposed to be Whitey Bulger.
In The Departed?
Well, based off him. Obviously, he didn't die, but...
Yeah, but Black Mass, that a great movie if you haven't seen it. But Whitey Bulger, scary dude. And he got... Slept on that he only got sent to prison in 2013. Well, he was on the run for 16 years.
He got arrested in, I think, 2009.
He was on the run for 16 years.
I think he got arrested in 2009, but they didn't put him in prison until, like...
I thought he got arrested later than that, because he was on the run for 16 years, and then ended up going back to L.A., for who knows why, just to like...
Well, no, he escaped. So he escaped Boston. He got ran out of Boston.
No, yeah, he ran away. He was on the run for 16 years. He went down to the Bahamas and shit.
He got caught in June 2011.
Yeah, in L.A., right?
Wait, where is he?
He was living large on the run. Like, he had cash. He dyed his beard, or maybe it just got white because he was old. But he was on the run. He was living large in the Bahamas, Mexico, Florida. He went to Miami.
Santa Monica when he was 81 years old.
Yeah, I don't know why he returned, but I don't even know how they fucking found him. Like,
well, he was on the FBI's 10 most wanted fugitives list for 12 plus years.
Yeah, no, he was on the run.
He ditched Boston in 1995.
Yeah, dude's a fucking legend.
Crazy.
But apparently some guy in jail with him, Whitey Bulger had just been transferred prisons to, from, I forget what state to a different state, but he got transferred prisons. He was there for like 4 days and he got fucking killed. He was like 89, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he apparently his lawyer said he was dying anyway. Not like he probably didn't say it like that. Like, oh, who cares? He's dying anyway. But he was dying anyway. But some guy who was a hitman for like the mob. Like, I don't know if he knew Whitey Bulger, but he's like the main suspect in that jail who killed Whitey.
Well, you know what I also found out was, so in like 2002, his brother, or like his stepbrother or brother, something like that, was running for like Senate in Massachusetts.
Oh yeah.
And he admitted to like talking to him.
Oh no, they they helped each other like.
And he admitted like talking to him while he was on the run, but didn't know where he was at the time. So then he couldn't run for office anymore. Like they were like, no.
You know, during the movie Black Mass, like you should actually watch that because it's really interesting. Because yeah, his brother's like a politician and everything, and they like he gets elected, and he's in office while Whitey's just doing all this fucking shit, like killing people, running fucking drug operations and everything. Like, it's nuts. It's crazy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, second current event, and we already touched on this loosely at the beginning of the show, but the McRib is back.
The McRib is back.
Tell us how you really feel, Branch.
Oh, I think I said a lot about the McRib already, so I'll keep this short. But the McRib is back and is ready to party, and you got to go out and get one at least one, maybe 5
a day.
And just enjoy, because limited time only. You gotta enjoy it while it lasts, okay? Live in the now.
I don't think I'm gonna be eating another McRib until it comes back again.
That's what you think until tomorrow when you got a craving for a McRib. They're addictive. I swear, there's cocaine on them or something. But you'll see. All right. So, do we have any more current events?
Besides the fact that it's Halloween,
I think let's close out with Halloween. Halloween good tidings.
what's your best memory of Halloween?
Oh, my best memory. When I was in like 6th grade, I think maybe it's 5th grade, 6th grade. Me and my friend were going trick or treating, and
that's prime time.
Well, that's not the memory yet.
No, 6th grade is like.
Prime time trick or treat, because your parents don't have to go. You just go.
You're old enough to go fuck some bitches.
Yep.
Catch some dome in the
backyard.
Yeah,
catch some dome with the fucking. Yeah, that didn't happen, but but we would go into a cul-de-sac and then switch costumes, and then go right back and do that to like every single.
How many costumes did you have?
2. So we just hit like at each section of houses with 2 costumes. But we go to this one house. This lady has a giant pumpkin bowl full of double bubble gum. Like only gum, I loved it. I loved the gum, so I was like, "Fuck yeah!" And we go and we switch. We go first. She was hammered too. Like you could just tell she was hammered.
Yeah.
And we go, and actually that year this lady was hammered, but she was like a mom. And then we went, and there was this like high school girl, and they were like 2 high school girls, and they were definitely drunk, like having like a party there, because they were like giving out candy, but like still partying. And me and my buddy fell in love with those 2 girls, they loved us. But the mom who was drunk and was giving us double bubble had like nobody go into her house. So when we switched costumes and came back, she goes, "Wait, aren't you 2 the same little fuckers that were just here?" And we were like, yeah. And she was like, "Here, just have it all." And she gave us all fucking gum. And we're just like, yes, this lady's the best. And then the next year, she wasn't there. So I'm pretty sure she didn't live there. So I don't know who the fuck she was, or if she just moved. But I was young and I never saw her again.
What the fuck? See, one of my best memories was, well, obviously I love trick or treating because I balled out every year. But nothing like too special happened. Except for one year, so when I got a little older, like this was like 7th or 8th grade, I decided to get a trash can and cut out the lid on it, but keep the lid. So I walk around to every corner and sit in the trash can and put the lid on, thinking it just looks like just your normal everyday trash can. And then these dumbass kids walk by and I get up and I go, "Whoa!" and scare the shit out of them.
Wait, when was this?
Like 7th or 8th grade. So I just kept running around the neighborhood doing that left and right.
Did you carry the trash can? Or
yeah, people saw me do it, but then I would just stay there for like 20 minutes, 15 minutes.
Just wait for
someone to walk by.
Did you go trick or treating at least?
I got some candy.
Okay.
This was like early in the night where all the little kids.
Yeah. Like when it's like not too dark out.
And I felt like a king. Everyone's like, you got him.
The trash can.
Yeah.
That was funny as fuck.
Yeah, I can't complain. Halloween's
a great holiday. Halloween is for everybody.
Halloween is for the boys too.
For the boys, for the girls. Girls get to dress up slutty. Guys.
That's my favorite part.
That's your favorite part.
that girls dressing up slutty is hands
See,
down.
I don't think it's my favorite part. It's definitely a bonus.
Favorite part in college. And a little bit of high school, I guess. But also, if a girl dresses up funny, then I think it's super
That's when, see, now it's like dressing like skimpy has been like so common now that when like somebody actually has a really good costume as a girl, it's like, damn. It makes it stand out. They're like, damn, okay, that's creative. Like I saw a video on Twitter today, a girl dressing as the Amanda Bynes and she's the man.
Oh, shit.
But when she dresses up as her brother,
so she
like the soccer player, and looks exactly like her and sounds like her, and she starts quoting the movie, like when she gets hit in the vagina with the ball, and she like gets hit, and she's like, it burns. And I'm just like, all right, this is a great costume.
That is funny as fuck.
But hey, I think that's all we got on this Halloween episode. It started off spooky.
Yeah, it's all spooky.
Ended with some good Halloween stories, some good mood stuff.
I feel confident. It's Wednesday again because we were busy on Monday.
Yeah, Wednesday. Sorry guys.
And
next week we're gonna have to do.
We'll do it on Monday.
Yeah,
we'll do it on Monday. But it was also Halloween this week. So
it also worked out.
It worked out perfectly. But next week we are definitely back on Monday for the infamous episode 4.
Yep. Hey, send us what you guys are wearing for Halloween. Send us photos. Hashtag us. Okay. Hashtag Stephen Branch. Shirts off with Stephen Branch. And hey, I guess this is it for today. Have a happy Halloween. And Steve, you got any last words?
Shalom to you. It's Halloween.
I got 5 pieces of candy. I got a chocolate bar. I got a quarter. I got a rock.